叶秋叶秋叶秋叶秋叶秋叶秋叶秋叶。吵架了没有关系，每次成长的蜕变，每一次醒来见你的期待。我们相遇后就没有想过要离开，相聚如爱河深不见底，有些默契不需言语，像初次见面互相希望再靠近对方。我们就再靠近一点，就再靠近一点点，我的心还没停歇，跳动在你季节里面，不喊就喜悦，活在一个大脑体验，多好的音乐故事里，心我们就再靠近一点，就再靠近一点点，有着多少的细节藏在每个眼睛里面，再靠近一点，过分的疯狂迷恋，多好的音乐故事里新的起点。The autumn leaves, they fall, but I am left the same. 1,000 years have passed, but still nothing has changed. What's left to give when you have met the end? The petals fall and leave a barren stem. I feel it crumbling somewhere inside of me. My strength, my love, my sanity. But through it all, my devotion, it burns strong. Another moment, another memory, another tear to tear me down. But I'll keep fighting, my knees will never know the ground. I wanna keep your memory, won't forget, but can't find a way to hurt me less. It's my devotion that cuts me open time again. I thought that love, that light would be forever mine. The beating of your heart, it's only in my mind. I close my eyes and see all my mistakes. A throne of gold, a perfect masquerade. I feel it set to flame somewhere inside of me. My pain, my hate, my clarity. But through it all, my devotion, it burns strong. Another moment, another memory, another tear to tear me down. But I'll keep fighting, my knees will never know the ground. I wanna keep your memory, won't forget, but can't find a way to hurt me less. It's my devotion that cuts me open time again. My undying devotion. My undying devotion. I wanna keep your memory, won't forget, but can't find a way to hurt me less. It's my devotion that cuts me open time again. It's my devotion that cuts me open time again.
What are you doing? Stop it. Hello, hello everybody! I hope you guys are having a good day today. We are doing the final brackets for the Chinese New Year tournament that I held back in February. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We have Ongert and SGT Sagittarius on for the finals. They played really well the last rounds, so I kind of expect a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So here's the rundown for how things are gonna happen. In between matches, when I am, wait, hold on, what is this? Cancel. I don't care. Anyways, yes. So when I'm getting the teams ready today, I will be muting myself and putting us in like a BRB type of screen. I'm also gonna try not to read chat as much, just so I can focus on the games. And then, you know, we can go ahead and chat about the matches and everything else afterwards. But I do want to make sure I give the teams my full attention so that things run more smoothly and everything like that. And then for the next tournament that I will be hosting, which will be in August, on the anniversary of Identity 5, I will have a proper chat mod to help smooth things over so I can interact more with everybody else. Oh, hi TX! Ooh, girl, hi! Hello. Yes. So, I'm gonna try to not re-chat as much while the games are going on and while I'm getting the teams ready. But I hope you guys sit back and enjoy some amazing gameplay. On Gert, we have Mello, we have Silvres, we have Akifungo, we have Marvy, Harvey's Coffee, aka Harvey, and then we also have Shane, aka DoorDash. And then on Sagittarius' side, we have 4 members. We have Petries, we have Slaps, we have Tracy, and then we have Walmart Bag. And both teams are stacked. They are very stacked with like their tiers. They are all very good players. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what really happens. Like usual, I will be inviting either Mello. I will be inviting Mello because she is the team captain for Ongert, so that she can add in her members. And then I believe I have Grease added, even though Grease is not on the members list. They are all his friends, so he will be adding his team members and then leaving the spectating mode once everything is settled. Another reminder for how, you know, things will really work out is that general rules are there will be no bans. I want you guys to play your best characters. I want this to be a good match and for you to feel like you had a fair fighting chance with the characters that you pick. So no bans except for Matador. Matador is perma-banned. And then also, while there are no bans, there are no repeats. So if Ongert decides they want to use their Gravekeeper first round, they can do so, but they can't use Gravekeeper round 2 or round 3. And then it is a best of 3, and the winner for each round will be decided similar to how, like, the exact same to how 5v5s will be decided. So there is no point system. The point system only matters when we're choosing which team goes first, or which team can decide if they want their survivor team to go first or if they want their hunter to go first. The maps, there are 3 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds. And the maps will be between Red Church, Eversleeping Town, and Lakeside Village. And there will be no repeat map. So, you know, I'm gonna spin a wheel on stream to decide the map, and then I'm gonna take the map off of the wheel once it's already used. So if we do hit round 3, that means you will you will know which map you're working with by round 3 if we make it there. And then between each round, teams are allowed to ask for a 10-minute break to, use the bathroom, grab water, discuss strategies, what characters they want to use, etc, etc, etc. If you need that break, do tell me. so I can like arrange it, so I can like make sure we're all on the same page. If you don't ask for the break, then we're just gonna keep on going into the rounds, if that makes any type of sense. In addition, area select will be enabled, so you know you can pick your spawn selection. That's probably a given. And then, so the survivor team that goes first for round 1, it's going to be chosen at random. I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10, and I'm going to ask each team to, you know, choose a number between 1 and 10. And the team that's closest to the number that I think of, they will get to decide if they want their survivor team or their hunter to go first. And then for round 2, it will be the opposite. So, you know, the team that didn't get to decide round 1 will get to decide round 2 if they want their survivor or their hunter to go first. And then round 3, I will be looking. This is where the point system kind of comes into play. I will tally up the points from the first 2 rounds and see which team, Onager or SGT, which team has the least number of points, and then that team can decide if they want their survivor or hunter to go first. So Oops. Okay. Test. Good. You guys can hear me. Let me increase the in-game volume real quick. Alrighty. Oh, thank you for the lurk, zombie. Hi, DX. Thank you for the good luck. I'm not the one who needs it. All right. So first up we have it's not comp mode. No, it's not going to be comp mode. There's no need for comp mode because there's not going to be any bans, right? So the map, let me go ahead and spin this wheel over here to decide the map. Where is my thingamajiggery? Here it is. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. It's Red Church. Red Church. Alright, were you guys able to see that? I hope you were able to see that. Alright, so the map is Red Church. Let me just make sure the teams know. And like I said, Red Church, rule setting, we have area selection, Matador is permabanned, exit when the match is over. Okay, how do I get out of this? Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright, let me see if the teams are ready. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to set something up real quick.
Never let you out of my sight, be it day, be it night. You belong to me, that's the way it has to be.
Alrighty, there we go, there we go. So I was gonna do just like how kind of like how 5v5s are, where where you don't really know anything and you just kind of have to play the game. But it seems like the both teams would prefer to have competitive mode on, which the difference between that is that the teams know who the hunter is before area selection. So I'm gonna go ahead and enable that for both teams, and that should be good. It looks like everybody's ready, so let's get to it. So alrighty. I'm so excited. Yes, and like I said, no bans are allowed for both teams. It looks like we have an enchantress, doctor, magician, and first officer. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, they're selecting their talents. I was like, why is it taking so long? But no, they're selecting their talents as they should. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like they're not using up their gravekeeper just yet. Because I think Gravekeeper and Mercenary are really solid rescuers. First Officer and Knight they're like pretty good. First Officer I feel like Gravekeeper really took the light from First Officer as being like a really good rescuer. Because like at least in my opinion, Gravekeeper is like the best rescuer in the current meta. So it looks like they're saving their best rescuer. And it's actually a safer choice because there are no bans. It's just no repeat. So it looks like oh, Peddler. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and write these down just to make sure. We got Grandma, we got, Enchantress, Doc, Magician, and First Officer. I I feel like I've never seen. Well, okay, Doctor versus a Peddler. I feel like they kind of like counter each other because um well, Peddler can kind of like camp those pallets, right? But then there's like Doctor, who if she's a really good kiter, she can be like really annoying as a support. She's gonna be really annoying as a support. So, and the Doctor and the Enchantress combo with a full stack VC might cause some issues. Hi, Pixel! First Officer is still OP as F. Yeah, but I feel like it's just like a little bit. Like I feel like he's still like, A plus tier, but I feel like Gravekeeper is definitely S. Like I feel like if I were to choose between, maybe it's because like I like lack skill, right? But like I've never been able to do well with First Officer, but I can do like pretty well with Gravekeeper, and I feel like Gravekeeper's kit since he got his buff, right? I feel like he's like been a little bit better because like First Officer sometimes can get countered. Like I think like what is it, Smiley counters him pretty badly. um I don't know, it's like woof, I don't know how to feel. But let's see, the Doctor is, I feel like because it is like because it is Walmart bag. Is this Walmart bag? Because it is them. Or wait a minute, I have ADHD. Is that Grease? No, that's not Grease. Surely not. Who's I have ADHD? Who's this guy? I don't know. I feel like Doctor is like situational. But if you can play a good doctor, she can be really annoying. One day I aspire to be that doctor. Okay, going after the doctor first. And doctor does... Ooh! That is an early hit. That's crazy. Oh dear. She's got to use her apple juices here. Apple juice, apple juice, apple juice. Ooh, Miss Girl! No! Oh my gosh, and there it is. That is pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Silvrez is just too peak. The survivors are peak, but he's even more peak. That is quite the early down, especially against the peddler. Alright, so here we have, is this magician going in for it? Yes, it is. I don't know. Ooh, why does the magician look skinny? Okay, okay. Actually, this was pretty decent. That's a really good rescue. But it looks like Doctor is gonna go down here. Oh, no, she's skinny. But this should be for Doctor for the dodge. That's crazy, 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 crazy. Honestly, the ciphers don't even look that bad. It's not like ideal. Like if they like, I think this is gonna be like either a loss or a hard tie. But let's see what happens. I feel like maybe saving their tide. Okay, first officer is actually gonna go in. Honestly, like I feel like if it were me, I don't know if this would be like a good strategy, but I would have sent the Enchantress to go rescue and like body block for Doctor so she could get off a heal, ideally. Or oh, Miss Girl, stop! You're scaring me, Doctor, please! No! Ooh, these chips are just too good. What is this? Nice farm? Literally on Gert. Okay, but we have Enchantress over here. Full health. Not full health. I lied. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna buy some time with the 3 stack because Doctor can heal up. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. This is good. This is good. This is good. Wait, now they're coming back. Now they're kind of coming back here. And Doctor can get off a chip heal here, surely. Nice Palestine? That trade was I think kind of worth it. She is probably gonna go down here soon though, unfortunately. No. Okay, hopefully. Okay, okay. Jeez. Wait, they're coming back. Look at these ciphers. Oh my gosh, we have one that's almost popped and one at 70%. We're doing really well. Yeah, I think this was the correct play. Ignore the part where I said I think Enchantress should have rescued. Ignore that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Flywheel, knee jerk, Enchantress. Oh, but we have a peddler doing peddler things. But surely they can start a new cipher. Surely they can start a new cipher. We got magician here. Oh, no way! No way! Oh my gosh, did you see that? No way! That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That was a crazy good vine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so they popped. And it looks like Slaps is maybe trying to greed for a rescue or feed tinnitus. I don't know. Oh, but like, if they can wait it out, dungeon maybe? Dungeon? Because first officer still has his watch. Okay. That, wow. You know what? Considering the early down, this was a really good comeback for SGT. That was really good. That was really good. Okay, so we have a tie on the table. We have a tie on the table. That means that On Gert needs at least a tie, or if they want the upper hand, they need to their survivor team needs to get a 3 out or a tie at the very least. Okay. So, wow, that was like I don't know about you guys, but the peddler vines were so good. Especially the magician one. That one, like, I mean, if I was playing peddler, you guys, I don't know. I'm not only am I blind, but I definitely would have just like lost magician there. I'm not even gonna lie. So, all right. So up next is oh, dude, every time I look for Grease's name, it just like disappears for like a brief thingy majiggery. Alrighty. Okay, so we got Grease. And then we have these guys already ready. Okay, comp mode, charm. All the same rules. Yes. Same map, of course. And then that should be it. That should be it. So you've Shanika over here. Thank yous. Alrighty. Tie is a tie. That's right. You know what I think is that, like, you know how, like, I don't know if everybody says this, but like when you're in university, everybody says C's get degrees. That's like the equivalent of tie is a tie. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, we got a tie. That's enough. That's enough, right? All right, so it looks like the fire investigator. Oh my gosh, and Shane is busting out the lucky guy. Okay. Oh my gosh, wait, we're not seeing any fire lady action from Harvey today. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so let me just make sure that so it is their hunter going up. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Okay. So Grease, I believe he plays Percy, but I think he's been trying out some other hunters, so I'm excited to see what he chooses, because usually, because there aren't any bans, I kind of expect the like, you know, the hullabaloo. Oh, there's the hullabaloo! Ah, oh my gosh. I need to like keep my mouth shut. I was like, I expect a hullabaloo, a goat man, an ivy. You know, and then here comes the hullabaloo. I thought maybe he was gonna go specialty Percy, but I guess Percy in a like peak tier full VC team is probably not the play. So it looks like we're gonna see some hullabaloo action this time around. Yeah, no, they can take care of that. I'm out, yo-yo. Yeah, Aki is like, I see that hullabaloo and I am not here for it. But it looks like we have Doctor again. And then we have First Officer, Fire Investigator with Mellow. Mellert. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry guys, I was just typing down, taking note about what survivors are being played for each team and what hunters are being played for each team, so that way I can also keep track of like making sure that they have that they don't accidentally do like repeat survivors, just in case. Just in case. But why is this waiting time so long? Size. Okay, so this is like a pretty standard spawn, not gonna lie. Lucky guy spawning in shack is interesting. Usually, like, I would have expected lucky guy to spawn where Doctor spawned, and then maybe Doctor spawned where Hulla spawned. But I don't know if there's a chest there or not. I'm not a lucky guy main. Shane has been playing lucky guy for quite a while, so like he definitely knows better like how to position himself and where the chests are. But it looks like we're going after Mellow over here. Let's see if Mellow is going to... Okay. We do have 2 colors on Mellow already. Oh no! But it's okay. Maybe Mellow can drop a ball here and get some distance. No, she's gonna save her ball. Okay. Maybe now. Yes. Okay. But she does get that color. Okay. I didn't know. Oh, and is that a peeper I see? Oh my goodness. Okay. I did not realize that Grease was practicing hullabaloo. So this is very... it's unexpected a little bit, but I'm excited to see it because I feel like ever since hullabaloo got his nerf, he's like now a tie hunter. And so I'm curious to see how perhaps Grease might be able to get a 3K instead of a tie. But okay, it looks like we have the Dodge over here, who's being played by Harvey. And it looks like Marvy is gonna go in for that rescue. Now, ciphers are looking pretty good. Honestly, like, it's not the worst ciphers out there. And remember what I said last time when I was like, the ciphers, you know, they look okay, but like, they're not the best. But they still managed to get a tie. And like, the support was really on par. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna play out. Mellow's doing a great job trying to avoid getting a color there, but unfortunately, there's only so much she can do here. And there we go. This side. Oh, that's right, but we have a lucky guy, which is basically mech without her decoding buff. Oh my gosh. Alright, so the ciphers are actually way farther than I like. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Maybe destroy that? Yeah, okay. Now, unfortunately, Mellow has been neutered. So, I wonder if First Officer gets hit with the color when he gets hit with a red ball when he's in his invisible like delayed form, like does that get rid of it? Oh, the terror shock! No! And then there's that double hit, and Grease is greeting for a double down. peepers, and then he's just gonna go back because he doesn't want to spend too much time chasing first officer to give Mello an opportunity to rebound. And Mello is dead on chair, unfortunately. And this is looking like it's going to be a tie. Unless something incredible happens on the survivor team or the hunter, this is looking like a very, very safe tie. Unfortunately, Harvey was unable to get this cipher finished. And it looks like Grease might want to try camping this cipher a little bit. Maybe proxy camping a little bit here. No, he's gonna go straight for Harvey. Alright. Okay. And Harvey's gonna take that. The blah 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 blah. What build does Harvey have again? Oh. And Harvey's gonna use his apple juice over here. Unfortunately, there's not much the dodge can do over here, but the ciphers are here, and Lucky Guy's buys. Here, this is looking like a very, this might not be the best here. But it looks like Lucky Guy can go in for the rescue anyways. And does Lucky Guy have a... Yes, he does! Okay, wait, this is looking tied because he can just rescue. And I would just use the gun here. Yep, pop it. Yes, perfect. And then that guarantees a nice rebound for the dodge over here, even though the doctor didn't have BT. The flywheel? Oh! Harvey! Oh, but no detention on the hullabaloo. Oh my gosh. This is looking like a pretty safe tie, or maybe if Harvey can make... Harvey has dungeon! No way! Oh, wait for it. Maybe Grease can do something here. Maybe. Oh no, it's looking like a win. This is crazy. No! I spoke too soon. I counted my eggs way too fast. That is a tie. So close, but the no attack recovery on Hullabaloo is what made or break that win into a tie. That was great. That was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, S-Batch Hullabaloo. I didn't even realize Grease was going for S-Batch Hullabaloo, but that was great. Holy heck, the no attack recovery, it really worked in Hullabaloo's favor this time around, because if that was any other hunter, that would have been a loss on the hunter's side, but Hullabaloo does have some of his perks, and that was certainly a good demonstration on what you could probably do with Hullabaloo. That's crazy. That's really, really good. That was a good first round. It's a tie on both sides, so it's a tie. Oh my gosh, that means we're guaranteed to go into round 3 this time around. We are guaranteed to go into round 3. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself and put us back into the BRB screen, and I'm gonna make sure that the teams are ready for the next round. Alrighty, I will be right back.
きね夢をきねをきね景気いいけど非戦は遅延ウェイゴッドイストとうとう神っぽいなそれ人神っぽいなそれ I want you want you want you が下がっていく感じ邪主っぽいなそれ人邪主っぽいなそれ I hate you hate you guide you はどっちその髪型その口元その香水その服そのメイクあれっぽいなそれ人あれっぽいなそれその名言その意見その表そのカリスその逆そのセンス神っぽいなそれ人ぽいなぽいなぽいな憧れちゃう
呀，明年。
Lakeside. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I was yapping to absolutely nobody. Y'all got audio? I do now, apparently. Jen's got my back. Janika's got my back over here, though. No, I was just saying that that we are guaranteed a round 3 this time around. And I was kind of like laughing about it because when I was making the tourney rules for the final bracket, I like intentionally put like specified that like, oh, if we get to round 3, as if like one team like would like fully clear the other, which isn't the case because like both teams are really stacked with all like with good ID5 players. So honestly, I should have expected it to go to round 3, but it's always nice to see that like how kind of evenly matched both teams are. Because like I mean honestly that just makes for a great game. Like I don't find matches that are like very like one-sided to be very fun to watch. So I'm quite excited. Yes. And then I also mentioned that like because we are guaranteed a round 3 and there are only 3 maps that we could choose from. So I chose Lakeside, Red Church, and Ever Sleeping Town. Red Church was round 1, round 2 is Lakeside, and round 3 is now going to be Ever Sleeping Town. So now they can kind of plan accordingly and stuff like that. Matador is still perma banned. And it looks like I don't know if Aki and Harvey are ready to ready up, but let's see what's coming up. So I was surprised by Grease pulling out the Hullabaloo because I was not aware that he had an S badge for Hullabaloo. But maybe I'll see some Percy action here because I do like to see the non-meta hunters, win. And I do know that Grease is a very good Percy player. However, at the same time, no matter how good of a Percy player you are, it is quite difficult to get that win when it comes to a good team that has a VC, a 4-stack team that has VC, and like the players are also really good. So maybe we're not going to see some maybe we're not going to see some Aki? Okay. There we go. Now we're ready. Let's get started. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some water. But I will let the map selection choose for itself. Alrighty, I am back, and I'm back with some water. I do need to stay hydrated. I do need to stay hydrated. Alrighty, so it looks like we got a knight, a barmaid, a puppeteer. Alrighty, I'm so excited to see puppeteer. I love puppeteer. Oh, breaking. Oh, Hellember? Hellember? Is that am I seeing that right? Is that oh no way. The Hellember. Okay. You know what? I feel like I feel like the breaking wheel kind of made sense. He didn't get to pick, no? What's wrong? Do we want to start over? Let's start over if that's the case. This guy. This guy. Alrighty, we're gonna start over. And because there are no bans or anything like that, it is gonna be easier to do so. See, every time I go to Greece's name, it just like jumps. For some reason, it just like jumps up, and I don't know why. All right, your fingers are washed, Greece. However, Greece, you are going to have to choose. Hold on. Uh, um, yeah, and so because we are restarting, I'm gonna have Grease. So Grease, it looked like he wanted to lock and wheel, but it didn't register properly. But even if he didn't want to lock and wheel, because the survivors have already picked out who they're going to play, um switch to Lakeside. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Silver. But because the survivors already picked the who they're going to play, he has to choose between Leo or Wheel. He cannot choose a different hunter. All right, and that just kind of makes it fair, because usually you really do have to just like kind of go with it. Like, I probably shouldn't have exit out of it, but because this is like supposed to be a relaxing tournament, and it's supposed to be like, play your best character, do as best as you can. I will allow that reset. Imagine if we stand on church for a wheel, I'd be cooked. Yeah, you would be cooked, wouldn't you? Signs. Alrighty. But let's go with this. Let's go with this. Alrighty, it looks like competitive mode 2. We need that. And then Lakeside, Matador. Let me make sure area select is on. Okay, good. Alrighty. Just needed to make sure that all the boxes were checked. Okay. I was about to say, Marvy, you wanna ready up? Alrighty. So we're going with the same team comp and the same hunter. Which is knight, puppeteer, barmaid, and magician. And then wheel is what's going to happen. Alrighty, and that should be it. That should be it. And this is Lakeside Village. So I feel like Greece does play wheel. That I don't know if he has a S badge for wheel, but I'm pretty sure he's a very I think he's a very proficient wheel player. Now I do think wheel can really excel on Lakeside, but there are some windows and some areas that kind of counter wheel on this map, and of course we have a puppeteer and a magician who can they can kind of like, I'm not gonna say break wheel's ankles, but like definitely they're a good counter to him. Knight might, okay, yes, I agree, putting knight in a safer area is definitely the choice. And for Harvey, it's not, I'm not concerned about him playing barmaid per se, because Harvey is one of the best consistently good kiters that I know of. So even if he's playing a quote unquote weaker character, I do believe a lot in Harvey's ability to kite out a wheel with just like pure raw kite and mind games. And it looks like that we might be going after the puppeteer. Maybe we might be going for some presents, maybe presents feeding puppeteer, or maybe Grease wants to get Mellow out over here. Though I will say that maybe perhaps Grease doesn't know that, you know, Mellow and Harvey kind of like switched spawn points, you know, theoretically speaking. So maybe he spawned there because he thought Harvey was going to spawn in Shack, and he might want to try to get an easy down on Harvey. Now, I don't think Harvey would be an easy down no matter where he spawns, but that's typically how normally it would work, is that, you know, even if it's a strong window, if I'm thinking maybe Grease might have confined space, even maybe a little bit. I'm not sure what exactly his game plan is over here. He might just go after the puppeteer for some presents though, and it looks like it's going straight after Marvy. All right, going with the presents feeder puppeteer strat. Alrighty. Now, unfortunately, there is a good window here, but it looks like confined. Do we have confined over here? Oh, no, I couldn't see. Oh, yes, we do have confined. All right. So I was right about that assumption, but Marvy has another good window here. And it looks like he's going straight after Knight, but Knight's, here we have Mellow over here doing a good job, trying to, you know, kite it out with just tied. And it looks like she's gonna, okay, she's gonna keep on juking. And okay, so she finally has a spike, and it looks like Grease is going to really try to, you know, get out Mellow. So that will get, not only will that get rid of the tide. Oh, and there's the blink down. Alrighty, but the ciphers are looking pretty good. That was a really good first kite. But unfortunately, they do not have another tide, and I wonder who they're gonna send in. They're probably gonna send in the puppeteer, most likely. But it looks like, maybe puppeteer might be even getting a little bit cut off here, just a little bit. Now, Mellow does have some helmets left, but I don't think Marvy will be able to get this rescue. Maybe he can. No, he cannot. It's going to be, oh, but he gets it. That's crazy. If that were me, I would have gotten TS'd. Man, why don't my rescues look like that? Oh my gosh. Okay, and unfortunately, Extended Spikes does have Mello taking another spike here, even though, oh, and she's gonna go down here. But you know what? It's okay, considering the fact that they do not have any other Tide on the team. This is actually looking pretty good, and it looks like they might even be sending Marvy. Nope, they're gonna send in. Okay, maybe we're gonna see some barmaid action here. Maybe. Oh no, barmaid got caught. Got caught. Okay, okay, okay. But it looks like maybe we'll see a good like drink handoff or something similar, maybe. Or maybe he just won't be able to get this rescue. Nope, it looks like, oh, the flywheel. Alrighty, the flywheel. No, it looks like they're not going to be able to get that rescue. That is quite unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. But the ciphers do look pretty well here. If is I think that's magicians. That's magicians cipher over there. Okay. We got some mind game going over here, and unfortunately Barney does go down, but they're going to pop their fourth cipher. They are down a whole cipher, and I don't know. I don't know. This is looking like a hard tie over here. It's looking like it might be a tie, but they're gonna have to really work for it. This is what I think. Um, Now it is quite unfortunate that they did not have a tie um to really kind of like pad. 20 seconds would have been great, but it looks like they do get that kind of free rescue. It is going to be, oh no, I don't know about this. They're gonna have to really, 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 really work for a tie. I don't. It looks like they might be trying to send in Aki over here, and it looks like he's gonna. It looks like Grease is going to stick to camping. Nope, he's gonna go to the cipher. He's gonna go to the cipher. All right, so maybe, honestly, I would probably take the time to heal Barmaid over here, just because Barmaid is dead on chair, and this will be Puppeteer's first chair, and it looks like we're taking advantage of. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, going back to Aki, it looks like they didn't decide to heal up. It looks like they're gonna go after Aki over here. Aki's going to use a wand, but that wand is going to be a trade-off for a spike. Not the best trade-off, not the best trade-off. And it looks like Puppeteer's also about to go down here. I imagine the blink is gonna be up. Yes, okay, but no blink yet. No blink yet. No blink yet, but maybe for when he gets closer to the cipher, mayhaps. But it looks like the ciphers are going off pretty well. Magician is going to have to go for the rescue, and I wonder what is going to happen over here. Maybe they might even send Barmaid. They might send Barmaid for the rescue and have Aki pop the cipher. I think that would be probably the best choice. Yeah, if Aki can maybe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, 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 okay. Yes, they're really working for this tie. They're really working for this tie. Okay. Well, okay, I don't know how exactly this is going to play because Aki is the only one who's not quite very healthy and has no more items, and it looks like Puppeteer is beelining it for that cipher. And honestly, Puppeteer could pop. Puppeteer could pop right now. If I was Puppeteer, I would just pop. Pop it, that's right, perfect. And then Puppeteer is full health, so he can take a detention hit. Even the spikes over here. Okay, okay, okay. Abusing this window a little bit, but that's what you need to do against Wheel. I'm surprised that Grease hasn't really taken advantage of his confined space. But I don't think he really needs it over here per se. But definitely for okay, okay, okay. We're gonna drop that pallet over there. We're gonna maybe use a puppet right here. That's right, okay. We're gonna wait out the puppet and he's just gonna run because he does not want that TS, but unfortunately, it is looking like a tie over here. And I say unfortunately, but honestly, this is a pretty standard game. Um, it was great, great gameplay though. I think Mello did a great kite, considering that she didn't really have any kiting traits, and of course, um, because it is a wheel does snowball a little bit. But it looks like, yeah, it's looking like a tie. Oh my gosh! Don't tell me the next match is gonna be a tie too. If that's okay, because okay, so we have a tie for round 1, and it's looking like round 2 is looks like both teams are pretty even, so I don't even know what to expect. There's the tiebreaker that if I do have to bust out my calculator for the tiebreaker, I will, but you know, this is very, I wonder if something's going to happen over here to, you know, put it in one team's favor. That's definitely something that I'm going to be looking for. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the team set up again. I will be right back. And yeah.
我随时能进屋里，安心找寻遗失声音。我追寻所有气息，突然因你杳无声息。能破手要忘了所有曾经，用泪淌洗礼3生时长的婚礼，看过往一生犹如走马的灯影，散落的悄无声息。彩色的世界，我在我的雾里多么清晰，黑白无常的心，自顾自已经有了定义，何时应该靠近，什么应该摒弃，望穿你呀哈哈哈哈哈，风吹起呀哈哈哈哈哈，奈何桥边的黄昏，低声描述前世今生，每个迷惘的你在雾里，旧爱无常一念在我，你是我的想哭就哭，想笑就笑着破碎的梦境。我站在这轮回的领域，调动着气息，击穿所有未知的谜底，和你在一起，所有构思伟大的轨迹，秘密的壮举。
Alrighty, we're back on it. And this time we have the SGT Sagittarius's survivors versus let me go ahead and kick them. Versus on Gert's Hunter Silvres. So Queen Bee, not Queen Bee, not Goatman. I wonder who Silvres is gonna play, because they play a lot of hunters, I think. And I'm kind of hoping to see some of their older hunters maybe. But let's see what's on the table. So choom 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 choom. So right now, they cannot play, SGT cannot play Enchantress, Magician, Doctor, or Fool's not Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold! I know. Yes, guys, there's a new survivor out there called Fool's Gold. Yes. No. First officer. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm looking at the list. I'm looking at a list and I'm just like saying, It's still Lakeside? Yes, it's still Lakeside. It should be Lakeside. Am I misremembering? The last match was Lakeside, yes. Okay. It looks like they're going to burn their Gravekeeper here this time. We have Archer. Let me write these down. We have Archer, we have Gravekeeper, we have Lanternist, and then we have Meteorologist over here. Alrighty. And let's see which hunter my favorite survivor fool's gold. Literally, I'm literally like looking at a list of like cause like I have a list of like all the survivors and all of the hunters, and I'm crossing them out as they pick it. And like literally 2 seconds before I said fool's gold, I was literally looking at a picture of Queen Bee, and I was like, Queen Bee, and I was like, no, nope, that's not it. And then I was like, oh yes, first officer, but they both start with F. Yes, fool's gold. Yes. So all right, let's see who this hunter is. It looks like Archer. Okay, so we have a harasser. It looks like we might be trying to go for a win this time. I say this time as if they haven't been trying to win. But this team comp is looking very, 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 how do I say this? Very, very win. Does that make any sense? Because, like, okay, in the current meta, it's very, like, if you want to win, you have to have a harasser on the team, right? Because, you know, if everybody kind of, like, plays the game, it's always going to be a guarantee tie. Like, you know, a decent kite, decent rescues, you know, the hunter doesn't really make any mistakes. They just like play the game, right? That's like practically guaranteed tie. But if the survivors make a mistake, then the hunter can capitalize that and get the win. Or if the survivors have a, what is wrong with this? Okay, so the reset, now we're even. I wonder if there's something wrong. Okay. So let's start over. Oh my goodness. All right. So ironically enough, it is going to be pretty even. Since we've had a reset twice. We're going to go ahead and who is this guy who's in game right now? This guy? Alrighty, I'm gonna invite you. Get in here, and you can add your. This is you can have you can add your survivors, because apparently Greece started a game. Oopsies! Look at this guy. Oopsies, my ass. Okay. Okay, so Mello got their hunter in here. Lakeside, that is who it is. We're gonna do competitive mode, Matador permaband. We're gonna check the rules, make sure everything's in line. Survivors need to stay the same. And that's it. Peachy. Alrighty. And look at this stack of survivors. We have 2 champs, 2 P tiers against a dragon. And we already know that Silvres is actually they are peak tier, so make no mistake, that dragon is that dragon is a Hydra in disguise. I say disguise as if like it's it's a Hydra in a trench coat. Alrighty. So let's see who this is. So we got this, that, this, that, this, that. Okay. And we're bringing out the goat man, of course. The goat man. So, okay. I think this is gonna be fairly even. I think Goatman in this, like, going into this team comp, I don't think there's like a particularly weak character in this team comp for him to easily go after. But if one of the survivors make a mistake, then that's definitely going to work in the favor of Silvres. Now, at the same time, I'm looking at the team comp, and I don't think any of these characters perform extremely strong against Goatman, except for maybe Lanternist. I think Lanternist can perhaps. This is a. Yes! This spawn, yes! I mean, trust the process, right? Trust the process. And it looks like so Archer and Lanternist I feel like are definitely much stronger against Goatman as opposed to Meteorologist and Gravekeeper. I think if Meteorologist makes a mistake, that would be more punishable in favor for the Goatman, as opposed to like if Lanternist or Archer make a mistake, then I feel like it might be easier for them to like recover and not be punished for making a mistake. Now, we do have a very interesting spawn. This is a anchor spawn, but I've never seen this spawn before, but also I don't really watch a lot of like tournaments or anything like that. I'm not very well versed in like tournament spawns. So I am kind of excited to see exactly how this is going to play out, because I'm looking at the Survivor team and they don't have too much of an upper hand against Goatman, but because I feel like these players are going to play very well, they do have a slight advantage over Goatman, I will say, because Archer and Lanternist, like I said, like you play them well and Goatman is not going to have a good time. But I also know that Silver S plays a very, very, very mean Goatman. So I think Silver S might actually have a plan to counter Archer and Lanternist potentially. So it looks like we are going to go after the Archer right here. And oh my gosh, what? The trail disappeared so fast. Is that that is pretty crazy, but it looks like he got found out over here. We're gonna give a little bit of make sure to punish him a little bit with a little bit of arrow, but it looks like he's just gonna wait it out. He's just gonna wait it out. This little Goatman's gonna wait it out. But already doing a pretty decent kite. This is not the best area for a Goatman. As you can see, he can get easily stuck over here. And with the pallets and the fact that the pallets aren't broken, that means that he's going to be forced to break this one over here. Now, like I said, Archer can just use her items. Oh, so close. And he's just going to take the stun here. That's right. And then probably use a cage over here. But Archer is already doing a decent kite, though again, Archer is running out of resources. And there's the blink. Alrighty, so that is a 3 cipher kite with trade out. That was a wonderful kite from Tracy over here. And like I said, Goatman is a character that can snowball pretty easily. So if given the opportunity, and I guess the question is, will these survivors give Goatman the opportunity to make that snowball happen and get a win or a tie? Because right now it is looking very... That is insane. Oh my gosh, that cage breaking. Okay, so we're gonna take a free hit over here, but that also means a free rescue. And it looks like they might be trying to aim... I would say this is looking like a very easy tie, or very you know, they're gonna have to work for a win over here. But that was an excellent flywheel, and unfortunately Tracy does get the hit over here. Now, but if we look at the ciphers, it's looking pretty good over here. Gravekeeper's actually going to finish his cipher over here, and Lanternist is using their boost over here to get even more progress. So, like I said, this is looking very tie. This is looking like a very easy tie. Or if they can make a miracle happen, they could probably even get a win. It looks like Meteorologist is over here going for the rescue, and Meteorologist is very patient over here. I don't know, will Meteorologist be able to get the rescue is a question. And it looks... oh no, the cage! Oh wait, no, that was intentional? Okay. Oh, they have 2 ties. That's right. All right. So it is looking very. This is looking maybe even like a win. I'm looking at the ciphers right now, and if meteorologist can keep Archer alive, oh, that was a beautiful win. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful win. If meteorologist can keep Archer alive, if meteorologist can keep Archer alive, oh my goodness. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, that was a great arrow from Archer, but it looks like they are going to go down, and it looks like they're going to force heal here, which is yes, yes, yes. 2 people force healing. That this cipher is going to be primed. So, all right, and it's primed. Alrighty, and that's a 4-man endgame. All right, Tracy did a very good job over here doing a bunch of mind games. You can't really do anything over here, unfortunately. Now, like I said, this is going to be this is endgame Goatman. Depending on how things play, it's looking very tie, but it could also be a win if they work hard for it. It looks like Gravekeeper's over here. Gonna break this pallet. Where is Dungeon? I think Gravekeeper could get Dungeon if he works really, really, really hard for it. But that gate has not been moving. They are not at the gate yet, and I think Gravekeeper might be going down within, I would say, 30 seconds or so. Oh, the silence. The silence. It does look like it's going to be a tie here, though. Unfortunately, all of that hard work, but it is endgame Goatman, and unfortunately, it is Goatman things. It's looking like another tie, guys. No one has really won here. We have 2 ties for both round 1 and round 2. If round 3 is another tie, that means we're gonna have to go into a tiebreaker. Oh my goodness. And this is what I like to see. This evenly matched. That was really good support. Great force healing, and unfortunately Goatman is just one of those hunters that snow like you like even if it is a 4-man endgame, like it is probably going to be a tie just because it's a Goatman. So that was really well played, really, really, really well played.
卷丝纶，随风纷纷。谁裁木缺一缕魂，落别村。风影无心惊扰了对棋人。万里何时怕春雨成盆。欲知兰风风不住，千纱重昏。舟上摇波波不停，独影重温。错人听见过马人醉几分。一抹生香，吹梦成真。风筝里，乌兰里花花又开。
Alrighty. Okay, so here well, considering that all of the games were tied, that means that the team who decided which faction of their team they wanted to go first, I decided by coin flip. I did a wheel between OnGert and SGT. OnGert won the little coin flip, so I asked OnGert if they wanted their survivor team or their hunter team to go first. They chose their survivor team to go. So right now it is OnGert survivors versus SGT's hunter. And of course we have Greece again over here. The map is Ever Sleeping Town with the same Matador permaban and area selection, and of course no repeats. So let's get to it. We do have an ad that starts in about 20 seconds, but luckily for you guys, 20 seconds is enough time for character selection and map selection to happen, so you guys will not miss anything. So it looks like we're finally going to see the Gravekeeper on Gert's side. So we have the Psych, we have we have Ada over here, we have Seer, we have Gravekeeper, and then we have Pharaoh Lady, and Harvey's main is Pharaoh Lady. That is S1 Pharaoh Lady right here, right now. So I'm excited to see what kind of mind games Pharaoh Lady can pull off against Greece. Now, at the same time, we have Seer and Psychologist. We have a Bluetooth body blocker guy over here. Is Aki winning on Gert? Not surprisingly, but it has been all ties. Which makes me a little bit happy because being able to get a tie between these two teams, it means that like both teams are very evenly matched. And I like to see it when teams are kind of like evenly matched, because then what happens is that in order to get a win is that one side has to make a mistake. So I am very, very excited for that. And now we do have ads up for the next 3 minutes. Harvey 5 Cypher Kite Trust. Yes, Harvey 5 Cypher Kite Trust. Oh, and hello. My cat Zoe is here to join me, except I'm going to shoo her away because she is trying to drink my water. Oh, and we have the Percy himself. Oh my gosh. Now this is the Greece I know. The Hullabaloo was a surprise. I didn't realize Greece was playing Hullabaloo. The wheel was not a surprise. I did know that Greece played wheel. But I am more familiar with Greece's Percy, and I want to see exactly how Greece will make Percy shine in a 4-man VC like this one. Now, the spawn selections are looking quite interesting, but you know what? If it works, it works. And I'm here to see what exactly they have planned. Again, they only have one tie this time, but it doesn't matter because it is a Percy. You can't win. Oh no, how do I pause ads? Hold on, am I allowed to pause ads? Guys, L streamer here. What the fuck? Erm. Look at my randoms up. Spawn. No, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to pause ads. I'm sorry, L streamer. Next time, next tournament, I'm just gonna disable the ads. Like, I'm pretty sure I can. I'm gonna have to like Google it or something. I don't know, guys. I'm not very tech savvy. If you haven't noticed. Alrighty. Let's see it. So we are gonna go after the seer. I do think that seer, if the seer can play well, I think that he can counter Percy quite well. But sometimes I might see a crazy angle like this one. It looks like we're gonna have quite a little bit of an early hit over here. He still has his owl left. I wonder if owl, soon. Nice, but he is not in that palette, so we're going to refrain from dropping it. Smart decision. We might just drop it now. There we go. And then he's going to take this. Is Seer full kite? Seer is full kite. Oh, and he just misses that. Oh no! Oh my gosh, that's cool. Oh my goodness. Scary. Okay. It looks like he's just gonna. He had another owl. Oh my goodness, he had another owl. But he is going to go down here. But that is a-okay because that's basically a 3 cipher kites. Gravekeeper does have that kind of debuff. But it doesn't really matter over here because he's going to get chased off of his cipher anyways. Now, it looks like we might be getting a little okay, but we're gonna go into the shovel to avoid it. To avoid a hit over here. That shovel was excellent. I wish my Gravekeeper was like that, but Shane already knows how bad my Gravekeeper is. Guys, when I play Gravekeeper, I use my shovels like a perfume. It's actually so bad. But it looks like Shane has to go down here, unfortunately. But we do have Psychologist action over here to make sure that Seer can last longer than just, Percy things. Now, at the same time, it looks like, oh my gosh, Grease has abnormal. Are we going to see an abnormal here? Is a question. Oh, looks like we're gonna take a hit here. Hello, and thank you for the hype train. Hi, Dragon. All right. There's not much. Oh, girl. Okay, but it doesn't look like there's much for Harvey to do here, unfortunately. Whoa, what the shit am I watching right now? What? What are these? This mind game is actually so... Guys, this is what I mean. When Harvey... Oh my gosh. Skinny Faro lady. What? Oh my gosh. This is what I was looking forward to. Seeing that. Oh my gosh, but that cipher is all the way back down. But they only need one cipher anyways. It's looking like a really easy tie, or it looks like they're going to have to work for a win. Guys, please win. Somebody needs to win. Anybody. But okay, so we're down one cipher. And Grease does have abnormal. Mellow is going to... Okay, flywheel. Okay. Okay, it's looking a little precarious now because everybody is hurt. And so it... Ooh, okay, 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 okay. Alrighty, 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 alrighty. So it looks like we're gonna go after Gravekeeper, who has 2 shovels. He still has 2 shovels left. So he can last quite a long time. And they still have tide on the table. I wonder, is Seer gonna be, did Seer already, no, I can't remember if Seer used self-pick or not. He might be waiting for the very, very, very last moment. And it looks like they're starting another cipher anyways. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to go back to the Seer because Seer is dead on 1 hit. But it looks like we're going to switch to TP and head over to the Gravekeeper, who has a shovel. So it's not going to be quite the easy down that Grease is looking for. And there's a pallet here that he can hide under a little bit. And there we go. That is going to be an attack recovery. Dropping the pallet a little early over there, but that's okay because we're gonna go down over here, but that's okay because he still has a shovel and he can still oh, it looks like we might be okay. It looks like we're gonna actually heal up. Psychologists and Seer are gonna be healing up over here. Smart decision, especially since the Seer is dead on hit. Fire Lady is going to be taking Kite over here, and unfortunately Grease doesn't have abnormal anymore, so that is, holy crap, this cipher is about 83%. So they are close. They are working. They are working for this win. And it looks like Harvey's going to use Flywheel again, but he is stuck here. He is stuck here. Oh my goodness. And it looks like everybody's self pickups have been used. So it is looking to be like a select vibe. Now it looks like Seer is going to be pushing this cipher, and he might just take a hit here. He might just take a hit here. Oh, he's gonna, what the, okay. Okay, and he's gonna pop here, but the cipher was not quite primed! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you are scaring me. Oh my goodness. That cipher was unfortunately not 99, so that took a good 2 seconds for that cipher to pop, and unfortunately he does have TP and he is out, but the gate is open and looks like they're about to get a win because Harvey has dungeon. If he can make it to dungeon, and it looks like he's going to make it to dungeon because Grease cannot just do anything over here. That is a GG's. That is a GG's. Oh my goodness. That was a GG's. So it looks like, all right. So that means that in order to get a tie, all Ongert's Hunter needs to do is get a 1k. But if Ongert wants to win, then they need a tie. Their Hunter needs to snag a tie or a 3k. Or even a 4k if we really want to go for it. So this is looking to be quite thrilling. There is no need for me to set up anything actually, unless the survivors want to have a little bit break, but I don't see anything in the Discord chat, so I'm going to assume that they are a-okay. Now it is SGT's survivors versus Ongert's Hunter. So let's see how this plays out. This is exactly how I envisioned the finals to be though, because it looks like both teams are pretty even, but it looks like we managed to snag a win on Ongert's. So the survivors are really going to have to work if they want to win. If they want to win the final bracket, they need a 4-man out. And if they want a tie, they're going to have a 3-man out. That is going to be quite difficult, I will say, because the current meta is tie. The current meta is tie. Is a tie fest. So let's see how SGT is going to let's see how SGT Ever Sleeping Town, right? Yeah, Ever Sleeping Town. Let's see how SGT handles these things. So is everybody ready? Type shift. I don't see any complaints in the chat, so like any DCs or anything like that. No. Oh. Harvey PMO. Guys, Harvey is quite that was really skinny a far lady. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I tried that, I would just get hit. That's great. That should have TP'd earlier. I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, are we ready? Are we ready, guys? Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong? Are we readying up? Tracy, something wrong over here? Let me see. Okay, it looks like things are okay over here. Not exactly sure what's wrong over here. I guess we're just waiting for something. I think all of my settings are okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's head to it. Let's head to it. Let's head to it. So this is looking like it's going to be the last match, unless they get a tie, and the two teams want to have a tiebreaker. But like I said, SGT survivors are going to have to work for a 3-man or 4-man outs. They cannot tie this game. They need that 3-man 4-man out. And it looks like we're gonna go in with the mechanic. Alrighty. So we have mech, we have batter, we have puppeteer, and then we have prospector. Okay, so no batter. We're gonna have prospector instead. And then we're gonna have the good old mercenary. Alrighty. So tanky team. Puppeteer and mercenary and mechanic. All tanks. If mechanic can pull off her bot body block, or if she can drop her bot and rotate out of her kiting area, this is going to be quite the team comp. And it looks like we're also going to go in with a prospector for some harass, because like I said, this meta is very tie game. And if you want a win, you're going to need a harasser, and it looks like we're going to have prospector as that type of harasser. Prospector, in my opinion, is not the strongest harasser, but he is a harasser and he can make things happen. And I want to know what build mechanic has. I wonder if mechanic is going to have struggle, because struggle would really help here if they want that win. Now at the same time, mechanic is very broken. For in peak tier, she is very broken, because that is a whole extra survivor on the team. And if she were to get first kite and she manages to do a really decent kite like that could really make or break the game. So I'm looking forward to see exactly what this mechanic is going to do. I'm looking at the prospector, because I do think harassing is going to be necessary. And I wonder what Hunter Sylvester is going to be doing. And they're going to be doing Disciple. I see. Honestly, not a bad choice because Disciple is very Thai. And like I said, all Sylvester needs is a tie or a 1k. That's all they need. If they want to win, they want that tie. And Anne is a very tie hunter. Um, though of course she has a lot of potential with her camp for a 3k. Though though Silvrest doesn't really need it. Let's see. So we have Tracy over here. We have the puppeteer actually spawning in mid. Never mind, we're gonna have mercenary over here. Looks like they okay, well, for some reason my throat is just like killing me, right? Okay. Okie dokie. So let's see. Vincade. Chum. Blah. Alrighty. Let's see how this game's gonna turn out. Alrighty. Let's look at this build. I assume. Alright, so we do have two tides on the team. We have Puppeteer over here and we have Mercenary. So it does look like we're trying to go for that win over here. And it looks like we're gonna go after a no, not Mercenary. Who are we gonna go after? Who are we looking for? Right over here. Exactly are we looking for? It seems like we're gonna have to go after this mercenary over here. Alrighty. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it looks like we're gonna try to get rid of one of the rescuers, which is a pretty solid strategy. Now, unfortunately, mercenary used a elbow pad, but it was a very good elbow pad. Actually, it got him a lot of distance, and it actually forces the and to switch over here to mechanic. Now, mechanic does have her bot out, but she is kiting towards her bot. I don't know if this is quite a good idea, but it looks like we're going to ignore the bot in order to save time in the chase. There's the blink first hit. I don't know how well this is going to go. Maybe we're aiming for just that 1k, or maybe we're relying on our camp over here. But okay. We're gonna hit the bot over here. Good idea. That gives first presence to Anne, but that also means that bot is no longer on the table. We can probably bot body block or use it as a sort of like door stopper over here. And it looks like this Anne is actually lagging a little bit, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is going, and oh dear, and there goes we're not gonna hit the bot. And then, oh, here we have Prospector going in with a little bit of early harass over here, but that is a-okay because two ciphers have already popped. Wow, this mechanic is like low-key eating, high-key eating, right? But it looks like it's going to be a win actually, because mechanic, her bot is still out, so she can go ahead and decode a cipher over here. Two ciphers have already popped, and they have 5 survivors on the map, and And this is Mech's first chair, and this is her long chair, and they still have 2 tides. It's looking like a very easy win on SGT side, actually. As long as the rescue doesn't get scuffed, we're just gonna take that hit, because you know the ciphers are already looking good, and it looks like it might actually just be a 5 cipher kite from Peach over here. Kind of trapped here a little bit, but nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. We're gonna go in with a little bit more harass over here, and it looks like Mercenary is actually going to body block, question mark. Honestly, not the worst idea, but it looks like, oh wow, that was a really good magnet, actually. Skinny Mech, oh my gosh. Oh, and oh my gosh, Cam gets scammed out of that pallet stun a little bit. The and was not in that pallet, but that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. They were forced to break the pallet. Still wasting a little bit of time. Look at this. The cipher is primed, and this is Mech's second chair. It's looking like this round might be a tie, and it looks like this match might be a win for SGT, unless Silvers can do something over here. 2 people are here to rescue, and they might be saving their tide for endgame, mayhaps. Or maybe they just feel like that they don't need to use it. There's not much we can do here because the cipher is primed. Misses the blink, unfortunately, so there is no trait for endgame. And it's looking to be that. Wow, that pop was instant. Oh my gosh. And that is the power of a 4-man VC. That is the power of a 4-man VC. So Mechanic is lagging a little bit over here. Mechanic is dead on chair, but they get that gate open on time, and that is an easy 3-man out for these guys. Puppeteer looks like they're going to be the last to the gate, but a Puppeteer is a Puppeteer. There is not much Ann can do against a Puppeteer. A full health Puppeteer, mind you. And that is it. So that is a tie. All 3 rounds are a tie. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My goodness. That is quite the tie over there. Alrighty, so I guess the real question is that the teams will have to decide if they want to go with a tie-breaking match, or I can go ahead and pull out my calculator to see which team was the fastest, and then that team will be declared the winner. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute and switch this back to BRB, and I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what exactly the teams want to do.
상관이 없어 반갑지가 않은데 기다려볼래 왜 난 조금도 알지 못했을까 너가 떠나야만 했던 이유를 아직도 방황하고 있다면 다시 내게 돌아오지 마 도대체 나한테 뭘 원하는데 도대체 나한테 뭘 바라는데 쓸모없어진 네 몸과 맘을 갖고 와서 내게 이러는 이유가 뭘까 관심이 없어 상관이 없어 반갑지가 않아 what you came for. Blood on the game bowl. Everybody drop it like rainfall. This is your moment. Eyes on a puppet. Can't think, chest just open. And they're singing your praises. La la la. Screaming your name. La 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 la. One more step, you're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, where? Hey, welcome to the big show. Next on the ladder, is it your name in the rafters? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Moment of silence. Bad guy woke up and chose violence. And they're singing my praises, la la la. Screaming my name out, la la la. This is why we're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, where? I'm on my knees, pray for glory. Anyone read this underdog story? I can't lose myself again. Help me raise this sword. I'm brave. Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, where? Once you play.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus.
Divine intervention, is that what you seek? To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek? You are playing with thunder for a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo! Hephaestus! Aphrodite! Ares! Hera! Or me? What do you say?
Great.
Very well. All right.
Bring it.
Apollo! You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
that's true. Release him.
Avestus!
Justice not given is forced. Why should I give in my support? He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
You're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He was busy fighting.
More like busy spiting. The Cyclops let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought.
Wait! Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Ares!
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, pathetic and weak like his son.
Hold your tongue now, hear signs, my friend, and tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free to get back to his homestead. He'll make everybody bleed.
Release him.
Hey, baby. So many heroes, so many tales. Give me one good reason why you should prevail. He's got the mind of a genius. Try harder. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny. Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him. I've played your game and won. Release him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. No one beats me. No one wins my game. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes the kingdom fall. Is she dead?
手に明けが来ている虫のような息をしているいつかもう怪物にでもなりそう好きな時に壊して好きなように泣けたら今が全部じゃないとは頭じゃ分かってるんだがなんかもう抜け出せないよ吐きそう答えなんて知るかよ誰の説教も聞きたくないいやだってどうしても僕と君は違う生き物でしょうだったら分かり合えないのは当然だから目を閉じて数えて It's never too late 今からでも伝えられるから柔らかい気持ちでいたい常に期待は止められないものさ6秒間6秒間だけでいいから6秒間6秒間ただゆらり数えてまだまだまだこんなもんじゃない気休めにだってなってないバラバラ砕けたからの心が足りないって言ってんだ気休めなんていらないぜ、yeah、きっとくだらない綺麗事じゃ誰も救えはしないもっとリアルで上質なひとときを君と目を閉じて数えて It's never too late クラクラの裏方になるまで遊びたい踊っていたいまぶたの裏で回るミラーボール6秒間6秒間だけでいいから6秒間6秒間ただゆらり数えてあと少し目を閉じて数えて It's never too late You don't リアル未来に花束を怒りも悲しみも鼻で笑って置き去りにしてゆこう6秒間6秒間だけでいいから6秒間6秒間ただゆらり数えて
Có lý do nào khác nói cho anh nghe đi Vì dòng tin nhắn tối qua thật vô lý Chắc có ai đã khiến em mơ về nơi khác thì đêm nay ta mới viết nhạc No yeah no Theo em thì ta vẫn không hợp nhau Người nào viết hết những giấc mơ rồi chôn giấu No yeah no Thôi đưa hàng trăm lý do của em Giờ thì đừng nói nữa hãy bước đi thật xa Mọi thứ cứ thế lướt theo một cơn gió hết quá khứ có nhau thật lâu, vì mình không yêu nhau giữ lấy làm gì, vì mình không yêu nhau giữ lấy làm gì.
Okay, guys. Hello. So, after a lot of deliberation, they have decided to do a tiebreaker match. So, the way this was decided was if one team wanted to do a hi, yes, thank you for the welcome back. But the way this was decided is that if one team wanted to do a tiebreaker match but the other team did not, then the team that did not want the tiebreaker match gets priority. And what it means to take priority is that the team that didn't want the tie-breaking match, they are so they're allowed to ban 2 maps from the standard rank maps, and they can ban 1 hunter and ban 2 survivors, and those bans only apply to their opposing team. So the no global bans rules still apply, no repeat rules still apply, but because the team that didn't want the tiebreaker, because they they didn't want to play another game, they do get that type of priority, and that's just to kind of like even it out a little bit, especially since it does work out of their favor. So SGT is the team that has priority. So SGT, they banned Arms Factory and Sacred Heart Hospital. Ongert chose the map after the 2 maps were banned, and they chose Chinatown. SGT banned Ivy as the hunter, and they banned Perfumer and Antiquarian. So that means that Ongert cannot play Antiquarian, Ivy, or Perfumer, but SGT can. So if all the teams are ready, we can go ahead and start, because it is quite late for EU players, and I know that some of these EU players were also participating in Justice's European League. So yeah, I want to make sure that they get lots of rest. So let's go ahead with this tiebreaker. Shanika. Alrighty. Shanika. Alrighty. So right now, it is Ongert Survivors versus SGT Hunters, and Ongert, they are not allowed to play Lucky Guy, Doctor, Fire Investigator, First Officer, Knight, Barmaid, Puppeteer, Mage, Psychologist, Seer, Gravekeeper, or Pharaoh Lady. Their survivors are not allowed to play that, so they really have to think about who exactly they can play. At the same time, we have a Wilding. Wow. But at the same time, Grease cannot play Hullabaloo, he cannot play Breaking Wheel, and he cannot play Percy. So I'm kind of wondering what kind of hunter and survivors I'm going to see. And keep in mind that this is a tiebreaker match, so it kind of really is all or nothing. And I'm hoping to see some kind of like really great plays here so that I can see that win. And oh my gosh, ads are starting again, bro. Okay, hold on. It says dismiss. If I press dismiss, will it pause my ads? Or if I can press snooze. Let me press snooze. It's snooze for 5 minutes. Is 5 minutes enough time? Anyways, I'll try to snooze it again. I have 3 snoozes, so I can snooze it again if needed, if it's like in the middle of this match. Yeah. Anyways, so it looks like we got some patient gameplay over here. We have Priestess, Archer, and Wilding. All right. And this is Chinatown. Priestess actually worked pretty well on Chinatown, but it does depend on who the hunter is. Patient, I'm not so sure. I'm not a patient player. Um I don't know if you guys have ever seen my patient gameplay. I'm the stereotypical patient who hooks into walls, hooks into trees, and my hook gives me 0 distance. In fact, my hook is my second hunter. Actually, because like sometimes like I'll hook into the hunter. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, we see some patient gameplay over here. Some priestess. Archer is a little iffy. I feel like she is good on Chinatown, but it really also does depend on the hunter because you know, she does have like a good line of sight on the hunter for the most part, but there are some buildings to really get in her way. And when she's out of resources, and it looks like we're going to go with Goatman. I do vaguely remember Grease practicing some Goatman. I'm not sure how proficient he is at Goatman, but let's see how this works out. But looks like Wilding might be able to do something against a Goatman here. Archer, as you saw from the previous Goatman match, she can actually perform very well against Goatman to secure a tie or even secure a win. Depending on how well the survivors can play. Now, again, Goatman is that hunter where, you know, it could be a 4-man endgame, but it just kind of is the way it is because of how his cages work. Now we're going to look at the spawn selection over here. Are we going to go with standard spawns, or are we going to see an unusual spawn from Ongert? Let's see. We have Shane in the middle playing Wilding. This is a pretty standard spawn point actually. Nothing quite unusual here, but let's see where Grease turns out. All right, and we have Goatman over here. Alrighty. So, Goatman is going to go to Hotel. He is blocking off Hotel from both Archer and Patient. But let's see who goes after first. If I were the Goatman, I would probably go after Patient. But maybe we'll see something here where he goes after the Wilding or even the Archer. Going after Wilding would be a choice. I'm not sure if I would support that choice, but it would be a choice. Archer, as you saw last game, was a pretty decent kiter against a Goatman because, you know, she's Archer, right? So I'm not sure if he would go after Archer either. I think and Priestess actually counters him a little bit. I'm actually not sure how Priestess portals interact with a cage. And I'm excited to see like what exactly happens, because I wonder if she uses a portal in his cage and the end of that portal is outside of the cage. I wonder if she can still get out of that cage. I haven't tried out myself, and I haven't seen it like at all because Priestess is literally permabanned in rank. But it looks like we are gonna go after Patient, just like I thought. And here we're going to have a cage right over here, and it looks like this Patient is going to be getting cut off just a little bit, but we're gonna lay down some support portals over here. We might want to try blocking. Oh, and it looks like we're dropping down a peeper. Alrighty, so it looks like we might be dropping a cage around here soon. Oh, but the patience, because Patient is Patient. Alrighty. So looking like a pretty good kite from Patient over here because Patient is Skinny. Oh my gosh, Skinny is Patient here. All right, but that is 2 hooks used. That is 2 hooks used, meaning that Patient might not be able to have a good rebound depending. But it looks like we're going to manage to avoid hit over here. Maybe try to oh, okay. That was, wow, that was, you know what I have issue with when it comes to Goatman is that I have difficulty keeping track of Goatman with all the switching, but it looks like we're gonna take a chip here. At least it's not a basic, but we might get hit here. though, and there's another portal right over there. Are we going to aim for it? We are going to aim for it, but we're just going to be a little bit of patient over here. Oh, what? Scam? Why is this patient so skinny? Grease is just swinging and swinging and swinging. We're gonna show a little bit of patience over here. And we're gonna kite this. But this is looking like a really solid 3 cipher kite from from Marvy over here, and it looks like we might actually be switching to the and that is a hit. Aki was not prepared for that. Well, she was a little bit prepared, but she wasn't quite in position to really set up. But it looks like he's going to drop a peeper here to maybe see if we can get some cheeky peeper action. It looks like Shane is here to support as well with his wilding. I think Aki might get cut off right over here, but nope, it doesn't look like it. And she lands a pallet stun. Amazing. And the ciphers are looking too good. Not one chair. And it's already 3 ciphers popped and one at past 70%. They're starting a new one over here with Patient, but Patient is only at 6%. It's not worth it to switch to Patient. It looks like we're going to try to stick to the there we go. And it looks like Wilding is here to harass. No question is, will he get it? All right, let's see. So he gets that, but it looks like we might even try to get him off board. Maybe, possibly, maybe cage him in, lock him out. Exactly, so he cannot support, but he does have Tide, and so he can still go for that rescue, and his boar is on cooldown for 30 seconds. That the cipher is going to be primed. I'm not so sure about having the last cipher be so close over here, but I guess it doesn't really matter because we do have Tide, and he is just going to focus in on the priestess, and the priestess is going to take the Goatman away from the cipher. It's already at 80%, so even if priestess goes down over here, it's not going to matter because Archer can definitely go in for a rescue. And we're going to see some incredible patience over here. Tide is going to run out, but the cipher is primed, and they're just going to pop it because they do not want that second chair. And priestess doesn't have any portals left, so she has to really rock high over here, but I'm not so sure how feasible that is. It looks like we misaimed a cage. It looks like we're gonna switch to TP, but there's nobody at this gate except for Shane, who is on his board already, so it's looking like and patient. No, it looks like Shane's going to keep distracted, feeding tinnitus. Nobody knows that they are working on the cage, on the gate that is right over there. And Wilding is not the best chase over here because it is a Wilding, and he's still and then here we coming in with Archer with a little bit of support. He's just going to wait it out. The gate is probably open, and I'm not sure if Archer will be able to get up, but again, it is Harvey. We'll see. We're gonna grab a stack here. We're gonna get a pallet stun. Huge. And that is it. That is a 4-man out, meaning that if SGT wants to, oh my gosh, that SGT can only tie this round. There is no possibility for SGT to win. Wow. A 4-man out. That's crazy. I wonder. Oh my goodness. So that is quite the match over there, I will say. GG's is all I have to say. GG's. Goatman. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I didn't go up against the Goatman. Okay, so now we have, let me go ahead and ping the teams real quick. So now we're gonna have Ongert's Hunter versus SGT's Survivors. And unfortunately, it looks like SGT is going to have to go for a 4-man out just to tie, and they're going to have to it's going to have to be time based. They need to beat they need to be on Gert's time. So let's go ahead and get these teams in. So there's Greece, he can invite his team, and then Mello, where's Mello? Mello. Or maybe I can invite, I'll invite Aki, and then Aki can invite their hunter. Um. Um. Unless SGT wants to forfeit this and just say that they will take second place? Question mark. They can try to be Onger's time with a 4-man out. That's gonna be really, really difficult. And it looks like let's okay. It looks like they are going to decide to play. Maybe. Maybe? Y'all, I only have Greece. The only person I'm friends with on your team is Greece. Greece is the one who has to maybe it's broken. Hold on. Maybe it's broken. No. I'll send friend because oh my gosh, you guys are making me friend you guys. Okay. Don't okay. Um, add friends size. Alrighty. There we go. And then Aki, I'm gonna have you invite Silvres for me, please. Aki, the sneak fourth member of SGT. Is that what I'm seeing? Sneak fourth member? Yes. Now, the only SGT is allowed to play any survivor as long as it's not a repeat survivor from the previous rounds. They don't have any hunter bans or anything restricting them. Now Silvres is not allowed to play Ivy. That is their one caveat, I guess. So let's see how this turns out. They do have to have a faster match than Silvres, and they do need a 4K in order to get first place. But at the end of the day, everybody is guaranteed echoes. And they are guaranteed a substantial amount of echoes. So this is just like a chill, let's all play the game. Yeah. So if everybody is ready, we can go ahead and ready up. And yes. Silver Argo. I am excited to see who exactly Silvres will play. But I'm even more excited to see what SGT can pull off. Especially since I know my goat Cam is in here on SGT. If Slaps is able to ready up. Maybe there's some technical difficulties that they're having, or maybe they are getting water. Who knows? All right, there we go. Alrighty, so we have Fire Lady, Cheerleader, Batter. Okay, we're bringing out the Batter. And we're bringing out an airplanist for this round. Alrighty, and we're sticking with it. Okay, so I imagine that airplanist might be the one who has tied over here, or cheerleader. Cheerleader is very due to her somewhat recent buff, Tide Cheerleader has taken a little bit of popularity, especially with a couple of S badge cheerleaders. So I wonder if that's the angle that they're going for, or if they are just here to, play out the last game and have a GG's. But I imagine that either cheerleader or airplanist or even both will have tied this round. We have a batter. Batter might be full kite, or batter might just have flywheel or knee jerk. And then we have Fire Lady over here, who is being played by Peaches. And as you already know, Peach is actually a very, very, very good kiter. I imagine that they're going to be carrying flywheel. But the map is Chinatown, so maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Now, Sylvester can't. They cannot play Ivy. They can't play Goatman. No Anne and no who did they play last time? Who did they play last time? Oh, teasing the nightmare, teasing the nightmare. Okay. Okay. Peddler. So they're not allowed to play Peddler. Alrighty. Now it looks like we're locking in the nightmare, which is really good actually into this team comp. This is actually, I think maybe Batter might be able to do something. I don't know. I mean, Cheerleader could probably kite it out, but in terms of support, I'm not sure how well her support can go through on Chinatown. Faro Lady is really gonna have to kite this out, because her kit won't really allow for its full potential to be used, because it is a nightmare. Now, but you know what? Let's see some magic happen, hopefully. Oh, 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 okay. I don't know what's going on with these spawns, but okay. This is okay. And it looks like Sylvester has decided that they're going to spawn in corner house over here. Probably gonna go after the Fire Lady. Fire Lady doesn't really do well against the nightmare, and not only that, but she is the decoder. So if the nightmare were to leave a Fire Lady alone on Chinatown, I don't know how well that will work out. But at the same time, again, like I said, Peach is a very good player. They are, their kites are really well done. So maybe we'll see like a 3 cipher kite, or like a 70% cipher kite with trade out from Peachy, or maybe like Hunter diff might happen, but we'll see. I do want to see how Batter might come into support. The support was really well for the last game, where they had gotten that 3-man out. The Prospector against the Anne was really good support. So Cam is a very good support. So I wonder how it's gonna play out, especially since a Batter against a Nightmare. I'm not so sure if that's a good gameplay I don't know if that's like a really good matchup in terms of like, I think it favors Nightmare a little bit when it's Nightmare versus Batter, but we will see. We will see. We will see. I also just like don't play Harasser, so like I'm kind of talking from my ass when I say this, but maybe there's something that I don't know about Batter that can really help against a Nightmare. And it looks like we are gonna go after the Pharaoh Lady like I predicted. And her invisibility cloak is going to proc already. And it looks like Silvress has I forgot what it's called, but it's like when you look at when you're not really like looking at the survivor, you get a little movement boost. I can't remember what that trait is called, but that is why he's looking down at the ground. I think it's like a movement boost, and it also like it kind of points you in the direction of where the survivor is. I think, I'm not so entirely sure, but it looks like we're gonna be a little bit patient around here, and it looks like we're gonna get some early support here because we are seeing a little bit, but it looks like Peach is going to be a little bit stuck here. But with Batter here, we are going to protect Peach here a little bit. And it looks like we're gonna take a hit here, and that is incredible. The body block, but not the body block. It just hits right through the Batter. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. But I don't think Batter can really do anything here. He's gonna take a hit here, even though he. Alrighty. And it looks like we do have full kite on Batter over here, anyways. Now, it looks like we might try to do something funky over here. Maybe we're going to get a hit here, but it's only buying us a little bit of time. I don't know if we can stall this out any more than what is here, because Batter is hurt and he's going straight to this pallet and he's double down. Cam, my go. What are you doing? I'm kidding. These pings are certainly something. Alrighty. So it does look like unfortunately Patter can't really do anything here. As expected though, but we do have 2 ciphers down. We are a little bit low on ciphers though, because it is a Nightmare, and as you know, Nightmare and Game Nightmare is a snowball. It is the cipher pressure a good Nightmare has is absolutely insane, and I imagine we're about to see it over here. Okay, we do get a little bit of support here, supporting with Tied On so that Peach can get a little bit of distance. And let's see, it looks like we're gonna hard focus on Peach over here actually, and I'm not so sure. Oh, it looks like we're holding up Warp. It looks like we got Warp over here, but he's not gonna use it just yet because he doesn't. And he's gonna use it now, but it looks like Batter is going to come in with a little bit of support, and there we go. Batter is down, but Batter does not have self-pick. Actually, I lied. Batter does not have self-pick, so Batter is down, so they're going to have to go waste a little bit of time to go pick up Batter if they really want to. But it does look like he lost Pharaoh Lady. Pharaoh Lady is taking him for a spin around Corner House. But eventually Pharaoh Lady will get caught out, but this will be her second chair, so the ciphers aren't looking too bad over here. We have 4 ciphers completely done, meaning we only need 1 more cipher left. Now we are down a full cipher, but it looks like I have a feeling that Cheerleader might be able to go pick up Batter and then maybe offer some support to Pharaoh Lady, and she gets that drop. She gets that pallet drop. She's gonna get this pallet drop, and she might just take a TS here. Why is Pharaoh Lady skinny? Holy heck! If that were me, that would have been a TS. But Pharaoh Lady is going to use a little bit of sax here to get to this pallet over here. And he's going for that cipher instead, meaning they might get an opportunity to reset over here. But no, they are not going to get that opportunity to reset over here, because he is going to go pressure and land some hits on those survivors while also pressuring the cipher over here, or trying to at least. Oh my gosh. It looks like we're going to encourage the batter over here instead of the fire lady, maybe because the batter has already used self-pick and not the fire lady. The fire lady is already healed, actually. So supporting the batter over here is a good choice. We're gonna get that pallet drop over here, and we're also gonna reach 25 stacks on the batter, so the batter can fully support. And only if the nightmare hits cheerleader will he might be able to interrupt that. But it looks like this full-on support is going to get it, and it looks like the cipher is actually going to be primed in time. It looks like that cipher is going to be primed in time. Oh my goodness, guys, we might see a 4-man out again, and that cipher is not yet primed, but it looks like he's going to focus on Cam over here. Nope, maybe going to the cipher, maybe nope, focusing on Cam, his Cam does not have self-pick, and Cam is full kite, so we TP to cheerleader, and cheerleader's gonna be skinny here apparently, but he's gonna get the down anyways, and maybe the pop is they already popped, and I don't have audio on for that pop, so I didn't even notice that actually. But cheerleader has tied, which surprises me. I mean, not surprises me, but I completely forgot to look at that. Now they might have a 3-man escape over here, but maybe we do have about 65 seconds for detention. Are we going to get greedy? We're going to have to get greedy, though. We are going to have to get greedy because they need a 4-man out in order to tie this out. They need a 4-man out. And unfortunately, so on Gert, their match was 5 minutes and 8 seconds long. If this match takes longer than 5 minutes and 8 seconds long, even if they do get that 4 out, they are still second place. So it looks like we're gonna get greedy for the 4-man, but it is to no avail. Oh no! And it's a GG's from here. Congratulations on Gert, and congratulations SGT. That was very well played. I saw some really amazing kites, some really amazing support. If this were a rank match, oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. That support would have been amazing, but unfortunately this is tourney setting, and that means that they did need a 4-man out, and not only did they need a 4-man out, but they needed it to be faster than 5 minutes and 8 seconds. So it looks like Onger is going to take first place and SGT is going to take second place. But congratulations. That was some really good gameplay that I saw for the most part, and I hope you guys are really proud of yourselves. I saw some really amazing support, amazing kites, amazing hunter gameplays. You guys definitely entertained me, and I hope the chat is also very entertained. GG's guys, GG's. It was so fun. But yeah, that's all I have for ID5, guys. Like I said, so the prizes are basically if for all the people who participated in the final round, as in they played in a match, they will get their full participation prize. And as just a reminder, so the prizes are they get they get, hold on, I need to do math here. Ew. So the on Gert, each team member gets 4,140 echoes, and then SGT will be wait, hold on, I lied, hold on guys. No, that's it. Sorry, there is a typo. There is a typo in in the prize. It was supposed to be 690 times 6, and then I accidentally put 960 echoes times 4 question mark. So let me do some quick math over here real quick. I think since the typo is my fault, I think I will go ahead and do that. So SGT will get 3,840 echoes, and OnGert will get 4,140 echoes. That's my fault. Oh my gosh, that typo. Wow. Anyways, but that is if they participated in the final bracket. There are some more technicalities for the prizes. But they are aware of those technicalities. So like participation prize, like if they were on standby but they didn't participate in the final bracket, like actively play, they get the participation echoes. If they had a coach or anything, their coach will get participation echoes, but not the prize, not the placement prize, and stuff like that. But for the most part, they are getting a lot of echoes, and that is for each team member. So each team member will get like that 4,000 or 3,000 number of echoes. That is not split between the team. So good game, guys. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for signing up. I will see you guys the next tournament that I will be hosting will actually be for the Identity 5 anniversary, and that will be in August. I'm pretty sure that's when the anniversary is. So I will see you guys in August. And I know I said that I would be playing Minecraft after the tournament, but I'm actually going to end stream now so that I can start distributing the prizes. And making sure that everybody is nice and happy. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun as much as I did. There were definitely some bumps in the road, but I will try to make sure that those bumps don't happen again for the next tournament. But you guys will definitely, I hope to see you guys in my next tournament. And of course, for those of you who are watching and who didn't get to participate in the tournament this time around, I hope that maybe you guys might muster up the courage to join the next tournament, because I do want to see more players, even if your rank isn't that high, or even if you don't have like that tournament experience. I do suggest that, like, if you really do like to play the game, and if it's something that interests you, you can always feel free to join my tournament, because my tournaments are going to be like very relaxed and chilled. Though there are some rules that I do want you guys to follow, just to make sure that like all of our ducks are in line, to kind of make the process easier. Typically I do have participation prizes, as long as there's not like 100 members signing up for the tournament, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. We're actually going to raid into somebody. I'm thinking of raiding. Actually, let me look. Let me see who's on. Let me see. So right now, so we have Lux, we have Dalmas. Both of them are playing. Nope, never mind. Lux is playing Genshin Impact. Lux is playing Genshin Impact. They are primo farming. But we have Dalmas over here who is playing Identity 5, and considering the fact that I am streaming Identity 5, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Dalmas. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself into the rating tab, and mute myself. But I will see you guys around. And here are the raid messages, just real quick. The first one if you are followed, and the second one if you are subbed. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.